came into town just to talk to us about the incident. Not only was she good friends with Faith and Karina, she's the girl who picked up Karina from the apartment and the girl who entered the apartment and first found Faith with Karina. Just a heads up, extremely fragile, still really, really torn up about this. It's something that she's still very emotional about.
Let's handle her with the kid gloves.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Marisol, thank you for meeting with us. I appreciate you taking my call. I know that this is tough for you, but I appreciate you allowing us to come over and speak with you. What was your relationship like with Faith?
Faith was like a little sister to me. We were really close, me, her, and Karina, and I love them so much, and they were like little sisters. I'm the oldest out of the three, so we were always together and always hanging out. She would always be the one to kind of like crack jokes or be the one to kind of like comfort people. But she was always kind of like that one person who would like brighten up the room just with like her smile or her laughing or just like doing something goofy.
How was the relationship between Faith and Karina?
They were really close. They were like sisters.
Marisol, there's the idea out there that Karina may know more about what happened to Faith than she has told police. What do you think about that?
I don't think so.
Tell us, from your perspective, how you became involved with Karina on the morning of September 7th.
That morning, Karina reached out to me saying that she was trying to get a hold of Faith and she wasn't answering her phone or her text, so she was worried. So she asked me if I had heard from her, or if like I could reach out to her just to see like if she would pick up or anything. So I reached out to Faith as well, and I didn't get a response, but I told Karina, like, you know what, like, I'm available, like, if you want, I'll come get you.
So you two arrived back at the complex. What do you see?
We noticed Faith's car was there. So I let her know, I was like, well, she must have overslept. That's one, she's not picking up. Like, if you want to, I was like, you two can get ready, we'll wake her up or whatever, and then head back to campus. I'll drop y'all off instead of having to ride the bus.
So you decide, she says, okay, yeah, that'd be great if you give us a ride.
Yeah.
And you two decide to go up to the apartment? Mm-hmm. Walk us through that.
And we're just calling her name out. Like, Faith, like, where are you awake? Like, you know, I'm taking y'all. And that's when, we get to the bedroom and, we see her and there's blood everywhere. And I didn't want to think she was dead. Like, I didn't want to believe that. So we're both trying to call 911. She unlocks her password first. We both had passwords on our phone. So she was able to get hers unlocked first and calls 911.
911, where is your emergency?
I just walked into my apartment and my friend just like being unconscious.
They were asking us to touch her, the 911 operator, and I just couldn't. I couldn't touch her.
You knew from seeing it that there's nothing you could do.
I like knew there was nothing I could do, but I didn't want to believe that.
Right.
He's unconscious. I just walked in the apartment and there looks like there's blood everywhere.
Listen to me.
Do you still talk to Karina?
No,
When was the last time?
definitely over a year.
Why did it stop? You guys were so close.
I think it's because being around each other reminds us of that day. And everyone just has like their last memories of Faith are, good and positive ones, but ours is different. Ours is finding our best friend there, lying there. I was feeling hopeless, not knowing what to do, not knowing how we can help her.
I really feel for Marisol. What a gruesome scene to have to discover. Who could have wanted to kill Faith in such a violent, horrific way? Who could have wanted to hurt her?
Ty, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
We're meeting with someone that Faith used to date, Ty Michael McNeil.
We know that you were in a relationship with Faith for almost 2 years. How did you two meet?
So I met Faith her first day at Chapel Hill, actually. I was working as an orientation leader, and Faith had come into Chapel Hill for freshman orientation.
What year would that have been?
That was 2010.
What initially attracted you to her?
Just her vibrant personality. Yeah, she just had a great personality.
Did you fall in love with her?
Yeah, I did.
And she you?
Yes, she did. I was crazy about Faith from the first day I met her, honestly.
When did you guys go from being friends to, hey, we're in a committed relationship with each other?
Because we would just have kind of an off and on relationship type of status.
Help us understand what that was all about.
Faith had her ex-boyfriend back home, who she had grown up with, dating, essentially. So she would go back home periodically. That's kind of what me taking a step back kind of attributed it to. You still have your situation that's back home, you're not fully into a new situation, but there's this thing going on, kind of torn between the two. So that situation happened often, and that was the off and on of the situation.
Were you still in communication with her up until the time of her death?
Yeah, we had been together the week before.
Been together the week before she was murdered in a sexual way?
Yes, yeah. And actually, this one of the craziest things. So I was supposed to see her the day September 6th. I text her, I asked her, are we still getting together? She texted me later that night. Had nothing really to do with my text from earlier. And then I wake up the next day to find out, everything that happened.
What were those texts all about?
I actually brought the text. I don't know.
Can we see them?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So at 6:44 p.m. September 6th, I asked, do you still want to hang out today? I don't hear anything back until 3:52 a.m. September 7th. It says, I know you're probably sleeping, but I just wanted to let you know that I love you. Not a day goes by that you don't cross my mind. I know it will be like this for the rest of my life because of what we've been through together. Besides that, I still feel the same and still love you the same. Sorry for being in my feelings, but hey, without feelings, we wouldn't have life. Sometimes I feel like you are my life.
Those messages? And it looks like you did respond to her at 12:29 p.m. on September 7th. Wow, that means a lot, Faith. I never knew you felt that way. It's almost like you didn't expect this.
All right.
Had you ever heard her speak that way to you in a text message?
I can't recall in a text message, but I've heard her say something like in person.
If she sent you a text message at 3:50, where were you when she sent you that text message?
I was at my house.
Were you ever able to confirm that with police to give you a solid alibi?
Yeah.
Was there somebody with you?
Yes.
So you were with, you don't have to say names, were you with a male or a female?
I was
all night, never left that apartment or house, and the police were able to confirm that with that female?
I believe so.
Did they take DNA from you?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Did they ever tell you the results of that DNA test?
I don't think so.
They never told you, hey, you're clear?
I just don't remember if they actually gave me hey, you're in the clear, or if I just didn't hear anything else from them.
Do you think it's odd that, from what we understand, Faith and Karina left the club around 2 because Karina didn't feel well, and then at 4:30, suddenly she feels well enough to now go hang out with some male friend?
I don't think that's that odd. That's in Karina's behavior.
How so?
Karina messed with a lot of guys, so.
Let me ask you this. Do you believe that when Karina left the apartment at 4:30 a.m., do you think Faith was alone when she left?
I think so.
Why?
Well, I believe the text was from Faith. And she wouldn't send me that text and then be with someone else that night.
This is exactly why we're here. This is new information. Ty believes that the text was actually sent from Faith. But if she died around 2:40 a.m. when the neighbor heard the thumping, Ty's wrong and someone else sent the text. I'm not completely sure what to make of it yet.
When I got there was police cars, the lights were all going.
That makes you wonder, why are you in this house?
He was ruled out for lack of motive to commit the act.
Her name came up quite a bit.
Ended up locating 2 bodies.
At some point, they realized that that is not the weapon that was used.
Cold,